Hello there. Welcome to the little shop. And well, you know what? It's Monday. So you know what that means? Fretwork. We do a lot of fretwork in here. And when I say we, I mean we. So anyway. So, here's a story. Customer called me about this Taylor guitar that he had to the dealer to have it worked on. He was complaining about buzz issues. It had it back a few times and they couldn't seem to keep him taken care of, so customer wasn't getting no satisfaction. So anyway, it ends up here. So here we go. You're gonna love this. This is a good story. First of all, it has backbone and neck. It's probably a good 5-7 thousandths backbone. That's problem number one. That's the minor problem. That should be an easy fix, right? Okay, well, they put some frets in it. Looks like they put about 8 frets in this guitar. The original frets are 82 thousandths wide, 43 thousandths tall. Okay? Alright. Easy enough. Standard size acoustic fret. Standard size Fender fret. Same thing Martin uses. No big deal, right? Okay. The 8 frets they put in, 92 thousandths wide, actually 93 thousandths wide. 50 thousandths tall. We're talking about a fret size here that's been replaced that is probably almost 10 thousandths larger all around. Definitely 10 thousandths wider, actually more like 12, and 7 thousandths taller. So then we get into the other issues with things like this. So anyway, from what I saw, like I say, the neck is bowed backwards. Bridge saddle is actually too low by quite a bit. And I'm thinking we're probably going to end up changing the nut as well when we get done. So what I have to do here is pull these 8 frets. Something else that really bugs me is they've rounded the fingerboard edge over so far. You can actually see here how much they've rounded this over. It's going to be very difficult for me to get that straightened out. See here how much they've tapered it down? You can actually see the ends of the tang sticking out here before you even get to the end of the fret. There's so much round over. So, as usual, here I go. I got to fix somebody else's problem. So, okay, I'm going to pull some frets, and away we go. Well, here's a disappointing development. See all that nasty looking smoke running out of there? That's super glue. Yay. It stinks too. Really? Hits just keep on coming here. All right. Let's continue. Okay, frets are out. Man, that was nasty. The sound you hear in the background is the exhaust fan running. Man, I hate it when people super glue frets in. You know, I may use a drop to seal the fret ends, but man, look at this where it's boiled out of here. Anyway, I found a few frets that were actually crooked. They weren't even laying straight up. It looks to me, don't know for sure, it does go clean these slots out. This is going to be ugly. These frets were only stuck well at the ends. It looks to me like they've taken a Dremel tool or something and opened up the slots here in the middle so they could press the frets in, which is barely holding with the ends. I'm hoping there is enough wood in there to actually hold a normal fret job. We'll see. So while we're talking about these frets that I took out of this guitar, first of all, they're stainless steel, which is not a bad thing. I just don't like to mix them on guitars. But you can see here in the center of the fret where the super glue is piled up to hold it in the oversized slot. But what I really want you to see is notice up here the round over that they had done. If you look, you see how far back the fret bevels. There was probably this much tang sticking out past the end of the fret, beveled back on the fingerboard. It's quite a little dagger sticking out there. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. So I'm going to move on with this fret job. Yeah, more good news. Okay, well, I'm filling a few chips here that they had pulled. Actually, I saw the super glue running out through them when I was heating the frets up. Here and here are some places we're going to have to fill. These are file marks where they were filing the edge of the frets. Man. Okay. We've got the slots cleaned out. Got all the super glue sawed out of them mostly. Tops of them's chamfered. I've cleaned up the fingerboard and I've done some exploring here. And I hate it when I'm right. Anyway, the fret slots are originally supposed to be 20 thousandths wide. Well, that's what we've got on the ends. They've widened out the center of the fret slots to 25 thousandths. That's going to be a problem. Got a few options here, but what I may end up doing, if I can work it out, is actually using Martin oversized tang fret wire on this. But we'll see. It's a very fluid situation at this point. I don't know what I'm going to have to do to make it work. So anyway, we will rejoin you later. Well, let's catch you up a little bit. What you see here is I've actually used a pipette and ran some naphtha in the slots here to kind of swell them out a little bit. I'm hoping that that'll help tighten those slots up a little bit. Anyway, I've decided to go with a regular C.P.R wire. It's the 80 thousandths by 43, which is the regular size wire for this. The Martin wire for the oversized tang is actually only 39 thousandths tall. We need 43 here, so I don't want to use it. So we're going to have to make this work some way. If I cannot do a regular fret job on this, I'm going to have to glue them in. I will not be using super glue if that's the case. I'll be using glue anyway, but I may have to actually epoxy them. We'll see. It's a very fluid situation right now. It can change at any time. So I'm going to let this dry and soak in a little bit. Time for lunch anyway, so I'll be back. Okay. I'm amazed. Like the man said, baby, I'm amazed. But anyway, this worked out. Welling that with that little bit of naphtha in the center of those fret slots helped immensely. So I could get by with the regular fret job. So what we're doing right now, we just finished, like I say, just finished putting the last fret in. I've checked to make sure they're all level as I went. We're going to let this set a while, and we're going to trim the ends off. Probably about an hour or so. We're going to let it glue dry here a little bit. I was using tight bond on it. And we'll get it back out here in a bit and trim these off. File the edges. Something else. His roundover kind of disappeared here when I started cleaning things up. Wonderful thing there. Another happy accident. I'll take them when I can get them. So this is going to come out really well here. Like I say, frankly, I'm amazed I got away with it. So, all right, see you in a bit. Wow. I'm impressed. I kind of fell together really quick for me. Oh, anyway. We just got a bit over 3 hours in here. About 3 hours, 15 minutes. We did our refret here with the 8 frets. Dressed those into the old frets. As it turned out, ended up shimming the nut slightly and saving his nut. I had to lower the bridge. I thought it was going to be too low. So the bridge saddle actually had to be lowered a little bit. This back bow that the previous repair man had done wreaked a lot of havoc. Like I said, once I got the neck straightened out and got it to tailor specs, which is roughly 5/1000ths relief, a lot of things started falling in here. Of course, you know, that didn't help his fret problem. Wrong size frets will do it every time. Anyway, so it all went together. We've got all set up here to standard tailor specs at this point. No buzzes and all that. So we've got to do some cleaning up, restring it and all that. I'm going to let it set overnight here before I do that. But this came together pretty well. The fret ends actually worked out really well. Where his roundover disappeared, I cleaned up the fingerboard. Man, there was a lot of how do I want to put this? Finger crossed moments here with this. But everything has all worked out. And that's actually going to help the owner out. So we'll get this finished up tomorrow and wrap this up. Well, we have a tailor finished. This actually has worked out pretty well. I say finished this up last evening, come in this morning, checked it, hadn't moved a bit, which is a wonderful thing. So I finished cleaning it up, restrung it, checked it over again. So we're pretty much all good to go. I'm probably going to keep this guitar about another week just to check it every day to see if the neck changes anything settles before I let it go out. But I believe we're all good. So about 3.5 hours in this job. And the thing of it is, it's always harder to clean up someone else's mess. Frankly, I'm surprised this came out this smoothly. So anyway, till next time, play nice. I'll see you later.